I wanted to recap on Pluto in Aquarius. The main thing to understand is that Pluto is the underdog. Well, I understand Pluto as being God, but nobody likes God. Well, what's God, Shauna? The truth. Yeah. So it's truth time for humanity, and that could be really bummer for people that live in denial about the truth as a religion, perhaps, or a daily routine. Which, how dangerous that is, really, because you could see it astrologically. Some people are set up with some pretty hefty aspects, and this is where astrology gets like no fun for the astrologer who, the people know it already. They have experienced something already. They're like, okay, so this fucking person, if they know astrology, they're going to see it. And they don't want to do astrology. It's very common that some people will say, you know what, this person, my ex or my friend or whoever, my brother, doesn't want his astrology chart done because he doesn't want you to see what's going on with him. And it's like, oh, I can probably tell you that they have a Pluto square moon, huh? Or a Pluto opposite moon, or a Pluto conjunct moon, or a Pluto aspect. Some heavy duty square with Saturn and Venus. Boy, you want to know about that one. No, it's a lot of times where people want to hide um, the depths of them. Really, it's just the depths that's there, and it's like, well. See, they're being blindsided by something, and that's good for us to use astrology to help people with their information. But see, here's the thing: is that you cannot be a good astrologer unless you have a really a heavy duty mind that observes reality and begins to be able to communicate about it. You're not a good um, conveyor of any information unless you can do that. And so it's a bigger part of the way that I look right now. I should be trying to get some sleep. There's something going on. I'm going through some major thing. I hope that the people in my life, just one, can make a breakthrough and really, because here's the thing: is that uh, um, otherwise I'm being broken by that person. Yeah, it's kind of like a horrible relationship, one that is not good. It's toxic. And I'm here to tell you, and anybody who has a hope for relationships at all and connection, that might be looking into it a little bit deeper than just the obvious, like narcissists do. They're caught up in role playing and the look of everything, and then reality starts to kick in, and their relationship is over. 2 weeks, huh? You only been associating 2 weeks, and you say, I had a relationship? Boy, yeah, usually it does not even start before it stops. The truth. Boy, I just, I'm glad to be here for you guys, even though I'm going through so much stress. It makes me feel better to outlet, and I'm not doing it like that the local demons here would like me to. I don't know that they've found something to play with, and it's like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't, and you better watch out. They're pretty messed up, man. The thing is their money protects them. Minute 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're Shauna. Yes, Christ Jesus. Girl. Yeah. You better watch out, girl. First of all, don't do that ventriloquism so much. Ventriloquism? Who's the dummy here? You're my favorite one. Yeah. Pardon me while me and Jesus have a little get together. That's one way to sound totally crazy to a lot of people, right? And I admit it is crazy. Jesus is a name. I sat next to a Jesus for a few years. It seems I had a Jesus in my classroom. I saw his name on the chalkboard, Jesus. He would get a lot of check marks, and he's out of there. You know, I'm like, misbehaving darn thing. One owns a liquor store, most likely, right over there. So what is it? Is it really about the person? Yeah, I've seen them kind of trying to talk to the heavily sedated and opiated population about that kind of thing. Like, have you looked into it? Saying that, well, the problem is there's the picture of Jesus with a beard. She grows a beard. Was at the courtroom today, and sure enough, woman did not shave her damn mustache. And I'm like, there you go. So you don't know who that person was. It could have been a controversy. You're like, dang gummit, I want to be natural. And what does that mean? Well, you have a little of both in you. That's the real science there, in case you want to know. But getting back to having Jesus in your classroom and wondering, is that them or what are they talking about? It's like this. Well, no, people can't be the truth. The truth is the truth. Unless it's the truth about people, we can talk about that. One of the trippiest things that I like to get into paint myself into a corner and then take the interdimensional escape route and say, see, is that people don't exist. Yeah, I've been looking into that fact for well into 2.5, 3 years, and now I could say it's solid. If you would like for me to have more of a conversation on that touchy subject matter, that you'd think, huh? Somehow she's going to sound sane after this, and I'm going to be changed for the rest of my life if she just tells a story about it. Send $25, please, and I'm not going to budge unless it's $25 from 500 people. I'll do somebody a favor here later on if you really want money. Try to put together something that will catch the... I've been so stupid. Babes, all you have to do is put together a really good article and just machine gun it across whatever, fucking anywhere, especially the group that has the comment, and just say, hey, I believe that this can happen for you too. That in one day you can collect $520 hits because somebody likes the way that you went in. It's got to be something, maybe it's a picture, maybe, but see, I suggest that you learn your words. You learn your words and you start jiggling perception in there in such a way that it unlocks things. And you're like, you changed me forever. You know, if, you know, you never know. See, because I used to do that. Before what? I can blame it on an inner that I just, me personally, as if I was actually here, existed as what you think I do, which is bullshit. I have problems, man, but it's like, no, we're going through a process here, and cosmically you can say, yeah, this is a problematic time. This person, thank God we have this calendar to look at. It's like, well, do you know that I did. I forewarned. Before I snapped. I had an experience, and I'm not crazy. You know, I'm ready for everybody to try and test me, and it's like, you know what? I will have a conversation with you that I'm gonna be sure I fucking record it for quality purposes, of course. I want to better serve you some way, somehow, man. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready. No, not like a narcissist is ready to be heard by an analyst or a therapist or somebody. No, first of all, I would love to talk upon ears that can not only hear, but they're listening. And then, see, this is what I'm wondering. Can you not use these words against me, really? Like a fucking sociopath does? Do you expect me to believe, and this is my being wise with my Aquarius moon right in front of your face, who's just about to have Pluto go over my moon, and I am not looking forward to that. Nope. this is where I'm saying right now, and I'm kind of already singing it. I'm like, but everybody is, I am humanity. Because Pluto is in Aquarius, in the house of friends, it's a big question of who's a friend and who's not. And I have it down, babes. I'm not really worried about Pluto going over my moon because it trines the hell out of my Mars. And by the time I've done that, I have opened a central bank because I changed the language just a little bit so that you could fucking. First of all, you're going to have to snap out of it. Or you're never going to, like, learn that you're looking at science and you are it. Yeah. Put the E down. Put the E down. I'm talking about the sheep. Just your body. Well, it's the YOU. YOU is pure science. That's what I always say. YOU is your non-physical tool. The not so obvious, the EWE, which is sheep, it's pronounced you. It's not you. Well, it could be you, maybe, but it's a you. Us white folk over here eating hot dogs, we just say you. But if you look at what's there as the configuration is, and you start taking your freedom to capitalize anywhere, anytime, just in case you wanted to say, no, we're here. We are here. We are here. That's pretty much in case you wanted to make your communications effective because you want to maintain your freedom to shop. Pardon me. No, see, it's I come up with a scenario with my brilliant fucking mind that, oh yeah, you're gonna try and start testing it. This is really fucking a really weird thing because what I'm handling here, what's trying to handle me, um, I hate to sound like a narcissist, but no, I'm not. I just know who I am and where I come from. See, my dad, he was a military police officer starting at the age of 16. It was kind of hard, and so he went. The truth is when you go in the military, it means that you hit the last straw. Your home is inhospitable. Same with churches and or military. It means that your home life is miserable. You cannot handle. There's something in you, whether you are aware of it or not. It is so miserable there, you're having to give yourself to something over there that says it's going to take care of you, okay? Otherwise, you would have a happy, happy people do not get sent to, can't go to war. They won't go and kill people. No, that doesn't make sense. So anyway, sorry. I'm going through something pretty fucking heavy, and it's not so bad to be alone all the time and hermited as it is to be handled or to be exposed to people that are pretty darn toxic and like confused maybe or trying to fuck with you and they want to disturb your inner peace. And yeah, so it's hard to just confront it and say, hey, by the way, I am feeling it constantly that I'm being worn down, and I am I'm not going to apologize for what I had just said there 5 seconds ago. I'm telling you how I feel, and then a narcissist will start. It'll turn into an argument. And you're like, oh, so this is how that we can see that you're just going to get fucking sicker and sicker, and they will make you sick. Yeah, if you're smart, you pick up, and before the sun rises, you're out the door, and you're going to work, and you're making your own money. Right? Right, sir? And see, that is not well known. They're just thinking, no, you see, a lot of people think that money is found on the periodic scale of elements, like creation of creation would not be here unless there was the element number money over there. And it's like, pretty stupid people here. It's just painfully stupid. That's why money is here. That's why. A lot of people could not even imagine a life without it. It's like, I get it. I understand. See, I was just trying to tell you in this video how it took me 2.5 years to. No, I understand the process of your mind. Some things you'll think, no way. But guess what? If it's the truth and you get a small whiff of it, catch a whiff of it, you're never going to go back. Something chose for you to see that too. And where you will go is forward into communicating about it. You have to. Nah, if you really have found something, or it's more like it found you, and it's interesting. Maybe if you really did want to go back to the money subject matter, I talked about this in my last video, and it got pretty interesting. And I would love for this language to just slip out so that you'll see that it's right in front of your face. I didn't mention it, but they do. It's called in plain sight, because that is an intergalactic policy to, well, first of all, make it look like to the officials up here that we, EWE, really you and I, you or I, consent to all of the most weirdest stuff that really is going on. See, and there's that, and I admit that, see, human beings are pretty powerful if when they get their solitude, and the saying goes that I love is they start meditating, they don't need advice. They just need to be around other meditators and in the environment of meditating. Because if you really knew what meditation was, then you would know what it does for the person when now it's time to be present with anything. It's just pure presence. And if there's a subject matter to master and whatever, it is. In fact, if people were meditating, you would see the subject matter change a little bit. We would have the same things working for us technologically, though way more advanced, though. I mean, way more advanced. I mean, a whole different world, you guys. Pretty sure that where I'm at, and I don't know where you're at, but if you can go outside the city and look, and just rub your eyes and look again, see, this earth is still kind of not inhabited by the organism that you know as being human. It's hard to talk about that. It's like, what do we call just it? I call it the organism. There's a potential to have a great time within that word. It's amazing. Pardon my hair, pardon everything. I pardon you. You don't even show up and give me a darn, just at least a dislike. Everybody knows that that's an is-like right in there. Just put the D down, capitalize the rest. Sorry, getting off my subject matter of telling you to look around at the landscape. I live next to Joshua Tree. That's a worldwide known monument. And when I was there for the first time, it seemed like I was there just only 3 times. But when I was there the last time, yeah, it was the last time, I looked again, and I didn't really ever hike around there, but I went to a friend's house who was like right in the middle of this amazing looking desert. But no, that's a meltdown scene right there. Something came and melt massive structures down that were made of, they call it granite, and they try to tell us it's a geological formation that happens naturally, a series of stuff, and it's like, no. Nope. If you just kind of put that away and then look at it again, well, it's obvious. It's really fascinating. It's so much more interesting. Of course, you don't want to feel like you're alone here, and the truth is we aren't. And there's a race right now, you can feel it, see, they don't want everybody to know a simple thing, because it'll get really complicating really quick. You know, they want it to be complicating so that it would be easy for them to control us. See, yeah, no, my third eye has opened, and I have a friend that just doesn't understand what I am. I admit that I'm a little bit too lenient, and I'm there for people that I shouldn't be there for because they can't be there in the same way that I'm there for them. If you're in Aries, you might know this. Wherever your Aries is, that's happening in your chart. You're like, yeah, I was there in a certain way. It might not be as strong. See, a lot of people don't have a prevalent Aries thing, but some people can have it on an angle. And so anyway, yes, for instance, it could be like on an angle in your fourth house of the home. And so, see, that's giving the steam, and talk about steam, to Cancer, the Cancerian feel of the domestic and the nurture and the protector. And that would be Aries that would be a Capricorn rising, really good provider, most likely somebody who makes it look easy, but they work and are steady with their, but they could be quite the Eeyore people. I'm sorry, I know a Capricorn rising. They're kind of very heavy. It's like the dead of winter feel. Sorry, it is. It is. It's just look at the seasons that these signs are born under, and use your imagination. That's what you do with astrology. If they were a person and it was winter, you've heard of old man winter. Well, that's definitely Capricorn, late degrees. But there isn't anything colder than February. Um, I'm talking about Aquarius. Aquarius. Yeah, it's weird how I'm sorry, I'm thinking about the motions of the constellations. I'm getting really fucking tripped out. Um, this is a decent enough video. I will be posting it, even though I look really rough. I need at least 12 hours of sleep, and I'm not getting it. Um, I, I try to tell people that I'm changing, and they get right in the way of it. They think, no, you're not. They don't let me grow, uh, to a different thing. I think the change and growth is different. Although there's change through the growth, it's not the same as like uprooting and something like that. So anyway, how do I do it? I don't know. I have something on my little oven right here. It just cooled off, so um, don't have the fire on very well, but chances are it's still kind of going. In fact, you might see it flickering. But anyway, so in my last videos where I made videos in this shirt here. I keep mentioning that, but it's clever. It's like, well, how are you going to tell which is which? Which is which is what? I'm tired now and I need to be rocked to sleep, and I don't have that. I'm being rocked to sleep by fucking demons and I'm licking knives. How about you? How's your experience of this plane so far? Are you satisfied with your marriage? A lot of you are lying right now because you're still married, but the ones that got a divorce, they're not lying for shit. It's like, no way, man, that was crazy. Are you kidding me? And what are we gonna do, Shauna? Babes, have you been listening to my videos? I'm not kidding about what I'm coming up with. I'm not coming up with it. I don't choose it. I love that it starts to channel like almost in every one of my videos I mention the English alphabet. Oh, I'm gonna get it. Um, I I'm in constant learning, and I'm actually learning spectrums that I won't. It'll take like 2 years for me to finally say kabloop to blop, so that a 5-year-old can confirm. Good, yeah, that's just the way the universe works. And can I go out and play? Yes, thank you. You need those kids around every once in a while, because they know way more better than you. Yeah. Yep. Lest ye be as little children, you will not see the kingdom of heaven. Oh, who knows what they're talking about there? Heaven. Everybody's trying to deny that that's not anything there. And I would say, yeah, we need to update the version of heaven. I know it as, if you're talking musically, heaven is the place where you pull out, that you can choose. I don't know, I guess I can get on my guitar and show you what I mean. Um, it's where all of the possibility of something harmonious happening. can go on within a song. But see, a song isn't a song until you pull the material from heaven. You say, boom. You're just using material. See, the heavens. Now, I'm not talking about material like the materials think that they are. They think that they are a body, and now we have to lift our fat fucking asses up and down off the ground. I don't know about you, but I'm in America, and it's pretty gnarly. I love you, but I doubt that you can love you. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I fucking sound terrible. My friend brings it up too every once in a while. He makes sure he tries to tell me that that's horrible. It's like, no, actually, I'm worried about them, everybody. I'm tripping out. I'm like, who is doing this to people? Something is. Yep, and they are laughing. It just seems like they have nothing better to do. Why? Oh, they're stuck here. Was I trying to tell you about outer space, the final frontier, and then possibly like graduating up into being able to handle the property and the subject matter and the objects that subject you sometimes, and the subjects that turn you an object. I don't know. Let's talk about, will she be able to edit this and then give it to you people? I'm getting better in accordance to just, it's a season, babe. See, the experience might be, and it's like this, it's horrible. That you've had a good balance with your pleasure, your work, and your creative life. And you even handled your damn shadow, say, if you had abuse or something that was troublesome when you were a kid, and you're like, no, actually, it empowers me. I just know a little bit more about that, and also, it can become empowering. You don't have to be ruined by these people that were just people. You don't have to be so let down if you can just gather. No, these are just people, and why do I expect them to know any better than I do at this point? Age 5. Yeah, it's better to do that with your parents rather than to think that they're superheroes. But see, well, because let them show you who they are. I mean, reality will show. Just tune in to outer space, babes. It's all here. Don't miss it. I don't know what I've been talking to you people about for the past, like, well, let alone like 500 videos, but I'm talking about like the last 5 videos or so, because I think that I'm giving key information to somebody that really needs to hear it. And it's the same, really. It needs to be, but it's very, very specific, though it really is. You have to be good and miserable to be able to hear it. And there's a possible breakthrough that can happen if you really wanted to, if you were really ready for it. And I hope that that's true for you. I hope that some of the videos that I make, it's not too useless to me. It's not too revealing. I mean, people, we're in the strangest time, babes. And it's getting scary because if it's true that what I'm detecting is the truth, there's intelligence that has just left the planet. You're like, get away from them. They're about ready to do it. They have been manufactured to do something that is just no less than disgusting, and I would like to go over there and put an ice sheet in between us and them, and of course we are buzzing up a fucking cloaked but very busy storm right up above and even below our feet, and that we can care less about them. They're just ants. It's like, get this out of here. Who, Shauna? Who are you saying we? Good question. Good question. So we'll keep talking, kids. It's 29 minutes, and I hope this is the 3rd video I've made with this particular hairstyle. Hairstyle? Well, this is what I mean. Check it out, babe. Huh? Eh? Huh? Well, I was trying to tell you about the very unfortunate thing that could happen to you. Probably already did. But see, you could be chugging along, you're fine, but then you come into some rough spots. It could be not only that Venus is opposing, Neptune is opposing your Venus, but now you have Uranus squaring your moon conjunct Saturn, and then Saturn squaring your moon too at the same time, and they're both squaring in the sky, and you're being slammed with shit. See, astrologers, psychologists, and any kind of therapist that has to do with communicating to people about their problems and life stuff like this, they're so much better if they're an astrologer. In fact, I don't know if there's anything such as a good therapist or counselor that doesn't know astrology, Babes. I don't think that there's a really good civilization if they don't know astrology. No, it means they lost their ass somehow. Millionaires won't touch it. Just a little bit. They use it as an amusement park ride to find out who their sun sign gets along with who and who's going to marry who. And billionaires do not touch it. Maybe just a little bit. They think they can win a racetrack, but they don't take it seriously. Only trillionaires do.